For anyone impacted, an overdose death is never far from top of mind. But right now is Overdose Awareness Month. It's a time to remember and honor those lost in this ongoing epidemic. And News 19's Danny Smith joins us now from the Coulee Recovery Center in La Crosse, where people are gathering to remember their friends and loved ones. Danny, I can imagine there are a lot of strong feelings there tonight.
Yeah, Dustin, that's right. I am out here in the Memorial Rock and Healing Garden just outside of the Coulee Recovery Center. You can see behind me the candlelight vigil is just happening right now, and there was a time where everybody got to say somebody that they have lost to an overdose and say something that they remember about them. And while it has been a somber moment, it is a beautiful night out here. The sun is shining, it's really nice weather, and a lot of people showed up to remember those they have lost to an overdose. The Candlelight Vigil isn't just about that, it's also about supporting people who are dealing with a substance use disorder and celebrating those who are in their recovery. And I mentioned it just a little bit ago, we are here in the garden, and you can see there's a variety of people, signs set up for those who have who have died because of an overdose. And it's, from what I've heard, this garden has come a long way in a very short time, according to some of the speeches I heard earlier. Joining us now is Mary Jo. Mary Jo, thank you for joining us.
You bet. Thank you.
And can you tell me a little bit about the grief group that helped put this on?
Our grief group is called the Complicated Loss Grief Support Group, and we're one of the few groups that it's a grief group, but it's all dedicated to people who have lost someone due to addiction.
And I know you mentioned that you had lost your daughter. Can you just tell me a little bit about her?
We lost our 26-year-old daughter, Alyssa, 5 years ago, and it was the result of a heart attack that was caused by her huffing compressed air. And she was just trying to help herself feel better, she told us. And this went on repeatedly until she didn't make it through. So it's been really hard. She would be probably the last person you would suspect that would have that problem.
Well, thank you for sharing her story and yours. Why is it so important that we hear about overdose and how serious it is?
It affects so many people, and the numbers are staggering, and it can happen to anyone. And so we want people to support each other, talk about these things, so that someone isn't left without getting any help. They will be able to get some help, and so we want to help them with that.
Thank you, Mary Jo. Mm-hmm. And after this, it's part of their Smashing the Stigma summer series happening tonight. It's going to be happening from 6:30 p.m. until 8 p.m. tonight, Dustin.
All right, thank you, Danny. And during that series, a panel of people in long-term recovery will be sharing their own stories in the hopes of inspiring someone else who may be struggling with addiction.